How's it going, boys? Johnny Superbman here, bringing you another Questions with Superbman video. I've been getting great feedback from you guys on these type of videos, so I'm going to keep doing them. And this week, instead of answering NHL questions, I had a few good ones from the last video. I want to answer one big question. I've been getting this question in many different forms, in messages, in comments, ever since we started to get big as a YouTube channel. Basically, it's Johnny, how do you maintain a YouTube channel? Johnny, how do you start up a YouTube channel? How do you gain subscribers? How do you make videos? All this. So it's how do you make a YouTube channel, basically. So I'll go through the little steps that you need to do. All right, anyone out there who really wants to become a YouTube commentator or make some videos, make some money off of it, listen up, because I'm going to go through the steps for you guys, all right, and what I believe you need to have done to make a good YouTube channel, all right? So there'll be a few things in here a lot of you guys don't like, but remember, this is just my opinions, all right? So first, now this is a lot of people aren't going to like this, but just listen. I'll explain it. Your perceived age, okay? Now look, it's not your real age, but I'll give you an example. I'm sure there's a lot of you out there who are subscribed to other people on YouTube. Let me ask you something. Are you subscribed to anybody, and do you listen to anybody who you know is younger than you? All right? 90% of you, I'm sure there's a few of you out there, but 90% of you don't want to listen to anyone who sounds younger than you. And I say perceived age. If you're 16 but you sound like you're 25, you'll get away with it, right? Because you're not showing your face. But that's the thing. If you're 30, right? If you stroll in after a hard day of work, you're 30, you go on YouTube. Do you really think you want to listen to a 17, 18-year-old? Nothing against you guys, but a 30-year-old doesn't want to come home and listen to someone who's younger than him. So that's what I'm talking about, perceived age. The older you are, the bigger your audience will be. I'm sorry, if you're 14, 15, the only audience you're going to get is people who are younger than you, all right? If you're 25, guess what? You have 10 more years of an audience that you can capture. So that's something small, but I'm telling you, perceived age, how you sound in your videos, your perceived age. Second, equipment. All right, if you don't have the equipment to make videos, you can't even get started, all right? I know you probably have a bunch of great ideas for your channel, but if you don't have the equipment, it's not going to happen. You need to have good video quality. You need to have good audio quality. You need to have the computer to get it done. You need to have the hard drive space to record all your stuff. There's a lot that's involved, okay? So unless you have all the equipment, all the programs, everything installed, you're not going to get any videos done, all right? So perceived age, equipment. Third, time and money. Now this is very big. It takes a long time to make a video. I mean, if you want to just pop out a quick clip of a video game, a first-person shooter or a sport game that's like a minute long, you're not talking over it, it's just a highlight, like of you killing somebody or something like that, a quick highlight. Yeah, that won't take long. That doesn't take very long, but you're not going to capture people like that. People, yeah, they'll look at your channel, but people want to listen to someone, like a radio station, all right? That's how you really keep a subscriber. So if you don't have the time to make extended videos, or if you don't have the money, and what I'm saying is money because those longer videos, bandwidth, boys, when you try to upload, it takes like an hour, 2 hours to upload. That's money on your internet bill at the end of the month. All right, so if you don't have the time to put in to make a good video, and if you don't have the money to pop out that video, no point, all right? So perceived age, equipment, time, and money. Fourth, you need to be, if you have all those three down, you need to be able to make mistakes, all right? And you need to be able to make mistakes on front of people. I'm sure you guys have heard my commentaries where they go 15, 20 minutes. You guys hear my voice crack, or I stutter, or I need to take a drink because I've been talking too fast. Whatever. You need to make mistakes with people. People see those mistakes and they think to themselves, wow, this guy doesn't care about sounding stupid. He's just out there talking. I'm telling you, I mean, you can do the videos where you clip up your voice every 10 seconds, but that's just more editing. I got nothing against that style. I mean, that's fine, but that's an extra 30, 40 minutes of editing you need to do to put into your video. If you can talk for 15 minutes straight, yeah, it'll be hard at first, boys. People will laugh at you, but whatever. Just get it out of the way. Learn from the comments, because people will actually give you some good tips in the comments. Learn from them, make mistakes, and continue forward. Do not be afraid to make mistakes, all right? The next, patience and motivation, all right? There are no such thing as quick fixes on YouTube. Since we started the channel, I always get messages saying, this is Julie or this is Scott from Sub for Sub, some bullshit advertising message saying that we should go to Sub for Sub just to get quick subs. Well, guess what? You get subscribers. Those subscribers don't watch your videos, so what's the point? Just to have an imaginary number down there? I mean, my first channel has almost 10,000 subscribers, but the official channel that you guys are watching this video on only has 4,000. So yeah, I have 10,000 on another channel, but it doesn't matter because the views are the same on both channels, right? So sub for sub, quick fixes, people going on other channels saying, can you mention my name? Or you go into somebody else's channel, you spamming, saying, hey, come check my NHL 12 videos out. I mean, that's not going to work in the long run, boys. You need to have patience. So, I mean, it took us a year to get this big. It takes a year. You need to put in a good 12 months, and you need to have motivation. Even through the hard times where you're not getting any views, you need to still pump out videos, all right? You need to flood YouTube with your content. Eventually, people will catch on. They'll start to share it, and it's like compound interest. You'll grow faster the longer you start going. So you need to have patience and motivation. Remember, there's no quick fixes. You will not get any more views for going to sub for sub. You will not get any more views for spamming other people's channels, all right? Don't do it that way. It's not going to help you. Next, do something nobody is doing. Now, this is tough because there's a lot of people out there doing a lot of different things, but the easiest way to get noticed is to do something nobody else is doing. When we first started, we started doing Call of Duty stuff. And I mean, just to joke around, we got no views. And then I popped out the first tips and tactics video where I sound like I sound like a mute. Like I don't sound anything like I sound like now because I was nervous the first time doing it. Go check that video out. I'll put a link in the description to see how I sound. That's how I sounded a year ago. So it does take a year to to get into a comfort zone. But we did that video. Nobody else was doing it. And I realized, snap. All right, NHL 12. No one else is doing it. I'm good at the game. I can make videos about it. Boom. There's something nobody else is doing. And we took off, all right? So you got to try and find something that nobody else is doing. Let me tell you, boys, something. Call of Duty videos, first-person shooter videos, top 10s, they've all been done. They've all been done. Just giving you a little bit of advice, all right? Variety. You need to have variety in your videos. If you only do one type of video over and over again, you'll only get the same subscribers over and over again. If you want to get more views, more subscribers, you need to have variety, all right? You need to have some people over here, you need to have some people over here, and then you'll bring them together and maybe you'll get some people who like these type of videos just to give these other videos a chance, and then your views will go up. You need to have variety, okay? And you have to care. You need to honestly care about what you're talking about. When I'm commentating on NHL 12, it comes across that I care because I do. I love NHL 12. I love the YouTube channel. I love what I do. And I care about it. It comes across in your voice if you're just making a video to make a video. It really does. People can tell, especially when you're talking, you're not as motivated, you're not into it. So you need to care. Every time you're putting your voice out there, you need to care, okay? And now here's something very big. Now you guys are probably going to disagree with this, but this is the biggest thing for me. It's not the content. It's not your visual content on the screen. It's the commentator himself or herself. Now let me expand. All right, I'll give you a perfect example. If you guys, there's not too many people that I watch on YouTube, but there is one person for Call of Duty that I watch. I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard of him. His name is El Presador. Now this guy, he is hilarious. Now here's why it's not the content, it's the commentator. I could watch an 8-minute long Call of Duty video from this guy. He could go 0 and 30 and I'd still be entertained from beginning to end, okay? He would entertain me. And I know I could, right after that video, I could watch a video of somebody going 500 and 0 in 5 minutes, and I would switch videos 30 seconds in because I wouldn't care. The commentator wouldn't grab me, or there'd be no commentator, it'd just be gameplay. Or it's just, the commentator would sound younger than me. It's not the content. Yes, you need the content. You can't just have crap content, or it's just a black screen with someone talking. But it's more to do with the commentator. All right, it's more to do with the visual, with the audio. When people listen to radio stations, it's not because of what the radio station is producing. They want to listen to the music and they want to listen to the on-air personalities themselves. All right, so I'm telling you, it's not the content, it's the commentator. I know you guys are probably going to disagree with that, but I'm telling you, it's the commentator. And last but not least, this is something that this is my opinion. This is something that I try to abide by. But you need to make people love or hate you. You don't want to have people not care. That's the biggest thing. All right. If you go down through my comments, you see people saying "Good job, Johnny," or commenting on how I should do better. But then you see all the comments that are people hating me or trolling me. That's fine because you need to have people to care. You need to have people love or hate you. All right. If people just come on your video 10 seconds later, they switch to another one. All right, you didn't grab them. You didn't make them care. So if people are hating on you, you're doing something right. All right, people need to care to hate, and you need to show confidence. All right, Don't say words like, I think I'll do this, I will do this. I know it's something very, very small, but this goes back up to the perceived age. You need to show confidence. People are drawn to a confident speaker. And if you're not showing confidence, they won't show confidence in you and they won't want to listen to you. So make people love and hate you. Show confidence. Don't be afraid if you piss some people off. All right, those are just the haters. Haters are going to hate. You need to just show confidence, be yourself, care about what you're doing, follow all these other steps that I told you guys, and if you can follow all these steps, you will have a successful YouTube channel. Just put in the time, put in the effort. You got to care about it, and you will be successful. I'm telling you, all right? Now, I know I've talked a bit longer. I don't even know if I have enough footage to actually show in the background throughout this whole commentary, but I've been getting a lot of messages around this subject, so there you go. This is how you make a successful YouTube channel, all right, boys? So in the next questions for Superbman, I'll go back to more NHL questions. This question has just been popping up in my inbox a lot for the last year, so there you go. So for Johnny Superbman and the Great Domsky, we'll see you next time on Questions with Superbman.